Good morning, trespassers, and welcome back to Lazy Acres on this beautiful autumn day. I've had all the junk removed, but I kept the nice stuff. Evidently, we're fixing the starter mechanism on this 1986... Damn it. On this 1986 Honda Fourtrax 350. Fortunately, the Kickstarter worked great. We're going to pop the cover off with our 8mm socket and see what's making that sweet music. I hate using the green socket. Anyone see it? Shit. I'll never forget my first girlfriend. I was head over heels, but she was too wild for me, and 20 years later, this is what her smile looks like now.
Crystal methamphetamine is a terrible, terrible drug, and it's one that your brain doesn't really recover from.
Meanwhile, I've got a good woman, a mouthful of straight-ish teeth, and a starter that ain't looking so hot. You don't have to remove all this stuff to get the starter out, but it makes it easier to see, especially for filming it. In most vehicles, the power cable is hot all the time, but on these machines, the solenoid is remote, and my Chinesium ignition switch barely works anyway, so no real need to disconnect the battery for this job. Next, get the socket wrench with the least amount of leverage possible, and then break loose the 10mm bolts holding Slurms Mackenzie's eyes on. You can't unsee it.
All right! Whammy, wham, wham, wazzle!
Getting the starter out the easy way is pretty hard, but getting it out the hard way is actually really easy. Just rotate it and push Slurms Mackenzie's eyes up hard against that vacuum line. Right there, just push hard, and it gives you just enough clearance. Don't make a liar out of me, you son of a bitch. Then you can angle it down and clear the side casing and pull it out. Oof. Oh, there's your problem. Made in Taiwan. Never use cheap replacement parts on your Honda ATV. They don't hold up. Here's the cheap replacement starter I got for pennies on the dollar. Integrity is expensive, but hypocrisy is cheap. I paid $150 for the entire ATV, so if you think I'm dropping a penny more than that for a genuine Honda starter, you must. A little old motor oil on the O-ring helps her slide in nice and easy. No need for fresh oil. She don't care, and neither do I. Make sure you get the alternator harness over the starter, or else you're going to pinch it. And that's when the real fun begins. Ask me how I know. Don't forget this ground lug. And the serrated power cable nut. Click. If you cheaped out on the starter, make sure it works before you commit. The second thing we need to fix is that starter reduction gear. This is pretty easy. Everything just lifts out. The only hard part is not dropping anything, plus remembering how things go back in. You can spend $50 on a genuine Honda gear, but this Caltrick gear is $20. I love looking down from my Honda at people who buy cheap Chinese ATVs. My Honda with a Chinese ignition switch and a Chinese fuel pump and a Chinese starter and a Chinese CDI ignition box. Theseus is Honda. This intermediate shaft is symmetrical. It goes both ways. Just make sure you get it through the gear and into the bushing pressed into the engine case. This slides right over. It's splined. Then I like to take the pin and put that in first before installing the new reduction gear. The cover should have a gasket on it, but considering how much of this is no longer Honda, I just want to make sure it works first. Clean both oily surfaces with whatever kind of solvent you can find in your camper. One of my friends in middle school was adopted from Kenya, and he single-handedly led our soccer team to a championship and earned himself a new nickname, which wouldn't fly today. It was the 90s. To be historically accurate, he was super, not ultra, but still brings the memories flooding back. He was a good dude. This is where all those years of writing names on ice cream cakes at Baskin-Robbins to buy my first car is gonna pay off. Still have the car, too. Speaking of memories, you might be wondering how this happened in the first place. Well, a few weeks ago, we had some friends up who have a 3-year-old. This kid, not only did he climb right up and start the ATV, he held the starter button in for 20 further seconds before I could drag him off. Later, he snuck back on and lasered in on the winch controls and retracted the already retracted cable, seizing up my winch. And while his dad was helping me fix that, he wandered over to my frost-free well hydrant and closed it while the pump was running, deadheading my brand new pump. He is not invited back. Torque bolts down to 12 foot-pounds. It's tempting just to run them down with an impact, but they're threading into aluminum, so resist the temptation. If anyone has an easy trick for reusing this nipple more than once, I'd love to hear it. Go have some lunch while the RTV cures. My recommendation would be these lightly salted chips. They're not healthier, but they taste better.